Welcome to the Non-Insider Look Football Podcast. Today, let's talk about some terms or phrases used around the NFL that are either cliche, stupid as hell, don't make any sense, or just overused in general. And I'm also going to provide a suggestion for what they should start using instead. And before we start, I want to give a quick shout out to all my good friends that gave me feedback on episode 1, where they told me that it felt like I just read off a script way too much. It felt robotic, didn't feel organic, and you know what? Point taken. So today, on this episode, no script, I'm just winging it. Whatever comes to mind, I say. Let's go. Fuck it. Alright, let's start with where most NFL players start their careers, at the draft. So, whenever you're watching the draft or pre-draft programming, there's all these broadcasters say, you know what? Blake Bortles was the most NFL-ready quarterback. No, man, it was, what's his face? Deshaun Watson this year. Man, Jared Goff is the most NFL-ready quarterback. What the fuck does NFL-ready even fucking mean? Like, is it referring to their composure, their, ability to read the field, read through their progressions? What does it exactly mean? To me, it's just lazy analysis and lazy reporting. Tell us exactly what makes him NFL ready. Is he composed? Can he go through his progressions without panicking? Does he want to run first, or does he want to stay in the pocket and wait for the play to develop? You're not telling us anything. You're just telling us he's NFL ready. There are a lot of shitty quarterbacks in the NFL. You got to tell us what kind of NFL ready he actually is. Is he Aaron Rodgers ready, or is he like Trevor Siemian ready? Who the fuck knows? On that same note, quit telling us every college quarterback can make every throw on the field. No shit. You're about to be drafted into the NFL as a college quarterback. If you can't make every throw on the field, what kind of throws can't you make? And why the fuck would any team draft you if you can't throw certain plays? And stop giving these fucking rookies that have never played in the NFL before pro player comparisons. Okay? Stop comparing Malik Hooker to Charles Woodson. That's insulting to Charles Woodson. That fucking kid has never played an NFL down in his life. He's not Charles Woodson. Like, there are other ways to describe the way Charles Woodson played without telling a rookie he plays like Charles Woodson. That is bullshit and lazy as hell. So instead of calling draft prospects NFL ready or giving them bullshit pro player comparisons, let's do this. If a player is not very refined, has only played spread offense basically in college, call him a virgin, because he has a lot of fucking up to do to learn his way around the block. But if a player seems more composed and has good technique, then you can call him a slut, because you know he's been pounded and pounded by his coaches and teammates and adversity to make him into a refined player that he is today. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This term is primarily used when they're trying to hype up garbage or they're trying to suck up to a veteran quarterback. And that term is tight windows. For example, when Dak Prescott dumps off to Jason Witten for about 5 yards because defenders just forget to cover Witten, what do the announcers say? They say, man, Dak fit that through a tight window to Witten, which is bullshit because he's wide the fuck open. They're just trying to hype up how accurate Dak is. Or when Brady underthrows a deep pass to Brandon Cooks, who burned his corner covering him for about 15 yards of separation, announcers will always say, man, look at that tight window Brady had to throw to. So instead of hyping up how narrow and tight of a window these quarterbacks force their passes through, why not just call them lucky, because that's exactly what they all are. Next up, if I hear about how Brady still has a chip on his shoulder, I swear to God, I'm going to eat it. Brady's been in the league for like 20 years and has won like 7 Super Bowls or something. You can't tell me that he still has a chip on his shoulder from being drafted that late. Because what merits can he actually argue that says, man, you guys should have taken me sooner. Man, you guys slept on me. None of that bullshit. Dude, you sucked in college. That's why you were a 6th, 7th round pick or whatever the fuck you were. So great job for developing into a Hall of Fame quarterback by finding the right system. But if Brady or any other player actually insists that they have a chip on their shoulder for being drafted so late, then I'm just going to call them my ex because they keep bringing up old shit. Next up, using a compass to describe what direction a running back runs in. Oh man, Adrian Peterson is a north-south runner. LaShawn McCoy runs from east to west. What the fuck does any of that mean? He either runs in the right direction or the wrong direction. There's no east, west, north, whatever the fuck. Same applies for anyone called a downhill runner. The only way that's okay is if we also call running backs like Eddie Lacy an uphill runner. Instead of labeling running backs based off the direction they're running in, just call the ones that don't know where the hell they're going Forrest Gump. Next up is chemistry. Why are they dropping that word like half these players could have ever passed a chemistry class in college? They're calling a receiver running a route and a quarterback throwing him the ball good chemistry. That just means they both know what the fuck they're doing. Having bad chemistry or not being on the same page just means that at least one of those players is Josh Gordon and is high or drunk during practice and film. Okay, here's another one. When one team wants it more than another. Like, what does that imply? That games are won and lost based off of how much one team wants to win? Do the Browns not want to ever win or become successful? The Browns can practice wanting to win all they want. They're still going to be the Browns. Their roster's still going to suck, their coaches are still going to suck, and their fans are still going to be miserable. Instead of telling us how much a winning team wanted to win, tell us about how John Fox ran a halfback dive on 3rd and long 5 times during the game. Alright, last one, and this one is swagger. Like Derek Carr leads his team with swagger. Aaron Rodgers is swiggity swag. And we all know what it means. Having swagger means you're kind of an asshole. You're overconfident for little to no reason. You're loud. Whenever someone else makes a mistake, you yell at them and get on their ass. But whenever you make a mistake, you downplay it and tell everyone to move on, it's on you. Alright, we're on to the next one. Swagger basically means you are a giant, arrogant asshole. So next time Tony Romo is commentating a game, just imagine him saying, "Man, Aaron Rodgers is a total asshole today." And that wraps up this episode. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the last one. Doesn't feel like I'm just reading it off a script or anything like that, because I totally didn't. Well, the last 2 games of the Saturday night games just finished up. And so far, my predictions are true. The Colts did get fucked by the Ravens. And, whoa, Vikings blew out the Packers. Or, what is it called? Shut out the Packers. So, alright. So far, so good. Let me know what else I should improve on or address in these little podcasts I'm doing. Thank you for watching and listening. More of the latter. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, get your shit together, man. Seriously. Come on.